Hello vlog people. It's a little bit after midnight on September 11th, 2007. And I thought I wanted to say something. Somebody asked me recently in an Ask Sam what my experience was on 9/11 6 years ago. And what happened was we were moving to Los Angeles. Danny had already come out here and then had gone to work in Las Vegas on something. I stayed in New York for a couple of weeks, and I stayed at Liza's because I was working on the Michael Jackson TV special at Madison Square Garden. So I was staying there. And I was scheduled to fly and move here officially on September 11th. But I was really done with my work, and I was eager to get here because our stuff was on a truck and I didn't know when it would arrive. So on the 9th, I changed my flight from the 11th to the 10th. I was scheduled on the 11th on a 9 a.m. flight from JFK. And I changed it to the 10th and flew in. And the next morning, there was nothing in our house except a box springs and a mattress and a few pots and pans and a small TV and a phone and a machine. And the next morning, at the crack of dawn, the phone kept ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. And I thought something horrible must have happened, because who would be calling me? How many people even have this new number? And I dragged myself out of bed and went to the kitchen and screened the call, and it was Liza screaming, "They're blowing up New York! They're blowing up New York!" And I picked up the phone and I said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "Quick, turn on the TV." And I did. And for half an hour we sat in silence as we watched the television together and watched the building fall. And then I called Danny in Las Vegas and woke him up, and he turned on the TV and we watched. It was so unbelievable. And we felt so like we had abandoned our home that was on fire. You know, we were New Yorkers. And we had a lot of trouble finding a sense of community here, I have to say. Because the country was dealing with it, but New York was dealing with it in a different way. And I think that if it had happened before we left, we wouldn't have moved. It was well, I know all of us have our experiences. We lost a friend who we knew from our neighborhood and our dog park that had never been to the World Trade Center before and went there for a meeting that morning and died. So this is to commemorate all those who lost their lives, all of those who lost people that they love, and all of us who take advantage of this opportunity in the midst of this memory and this anniversary and this pain, to remember why we're on this earth and what we are here to do for each other. It is not a time to blame. It is not a time to point fingers. It is a time to understand and take responsibility and come together in unity. God bless you. The best way that we can get through any kind of pain and any kind of memory and any kind of these things that have affected us so deeply is by doing all we can for each other, by taking care of each other with love and grace and dignity and respect, and do something wonderful for someone. God bless you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. In spite of what it means to us, it was a day of awakening, and that, with all of its tragedy, is very powerful opportunity. So take it in. God bless.